Well, Megyn Kelly's an actual lawyer, and she brings out new information on Fani Willis. I didn't fully understand the legal repercussions of how much trouble she's in, but she nails her to the wall. Welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug TeNapel. This is where the happy patriots are. Let's go.
I appointed 3 special counsel, as is my right to do. Paid them all the same hourly rate. They only attacked one.
Okay, so that's the groundwork of the trouble that Fani Willis is in. This is about her special treatment, but lawyers and special prosecutors are held at a much higher standard than the general public on even the appearance of evil.
Paid them all the same hourly rate. Now, this is irrelevant because even if they all got paid the same, the allegation is that, unlike the other 2, she went with the first one to Jamaica and to Napa and to Florida on the taxpayer dime and had her little margaritas or whatever she had, pina coladas. And that's a problem for many, many legal, ethical reasons.
Okay, just to clarify that, Fani Willis claimed that all of her lawyers were paid the same, but her boyfriend was getting $250 an hour and the other guy was getting $200 an hour. Now, that's a big difference. And the difference gets bigger. It's not just in the payment, it's in how many hours they were able to bill.
But let's take her at her word. The Daily Caller did an in-depth report suggesting even that's a lie. They've said that they have seen the documents relating to the money that's being paid to these 3 special prosecutors, and that this Fani Willis's alleged lover, Nathan Wade, his firm has been billing $250 an hour. Now, as recently as May, this past May, her office was paying the other special prosecutor, this one guy, John Floyd, $200 per hour. And the year before that, months before that, he was only getting $150 an hour. So it's possible she's not even telling the truth about that. Meanwhile, it's also true that that other prosecutor has his hours capped at a certain number, and we do not have the same cap on her alleged lover.
We especially don't have the same cap on Nathan Wade because he billed for 24 hours straight.
So all of this may just be one long sleight of hand to downplay the huge fees that she has paid her alleged lover versus the other 2. I would submit it was an unnecessary lie if it was a lie.
But the point is, it's the appearance of wrongdoing. You have to conduct your business above and beyond because you're supposed to be a neutral prosecutor.
Prosecutorial experience whatsoever. This is a guy who's handled municipal matters like parking tickets. So why did he get picked for this case in the first place? These are not questions that I, a far right-wing Republican, am bringing up alone. The Washington Post was bringing up these questions. The Washington Post pointed out how strange it is that a matter that ordinarily would have been handled by civil servants and government bureaucrats is being farmed out at a very expensive rate.
Usually you'd have someone who's already working for the government taking that case. So it doesn't go to outside houses. So that's another weird element of this that I didn't realize fully before.
To some outside law firm, the lawyer for which is taking the DA on all sorts of fancy vacations that you've already cited.
And this is about the mainstream media is starting to turn on Fani Willis now. Even they can't defend it. These are Democrats, and this is the media is turning on Fani Willis.
These are the people who are prosecuting the chief political rival to the sitting president. Of course they're corrupt. These are the people who are bringing about a constitutional crisis totally unprecedented with no legal or political basis whatsoever. Yeah, these are very, very corrupt people.
And corruption always has a way. The truth is amazing, guys. You can't get around it for long. So your little scam starts to unravel. Everyone starts to do their investigation. Once Democrats start turning on her and looking at the books just to protect their own legal profession, not all of them are Marxists. They're going to go, hey, we care about the legal profession. You can't do that, Fani Willis.
The latest news on that is attorneys for a media coalition. I don't know who else is in there. I know CNN is one of them, is now asking the Georgia judge overseeing Nathan Wade's divorce proceeding to unseal his divorce records, saying this possible relationship has now become a matter of public concern. And I've told the audience before, they're seeking Fani Willis's deposition in that divorce proceeding.
Just to notice, that's not Fox News asking for those documents. CNN and mainstream leftist media are asking to see these records now.
He filed for divorce from his wife November 2nd, 2021, which was literally the day after he started working for Fani Willis. The allegation is that the affair preceded that, and she said, hey, why don't you come over and work for me? He filed for divorce, did it, and now they've been seeing the world together. People, you have to understand, some people might be saying, so they're having an affair, who cares?
So the timing of this is weird. She hires him the day after he files for divorce. The timing is everything. I've been saying this over and over to you guys, and now you see why.
You don't understand. The law puts extraordinarily high ethical burdens on prosecutors, given the power they have, peeps. Think about the power they have and that she's trying to exercise in this case. They can put you behind bars for the rest of your life, even if you're an innocent man, if they turn on you and decide to come for you, if they're unethical.
And that's something like what we have here. It's scary because she's unethical and she just targeted Trump. That's an abuse of your office, an abuse of the honor of your institution.
And we require more than that they have the ethics. We require them to behave in a way that it's beyond any appearance of impropriety. It can't even have the stank of impropriety. Fani, you're in trouble.
She's in trouble, and that means the case against Trump is in trouble because they can throw out her whole team, say this whole thing was brought up because of corruption. And that's what I think should happen. I don't know if it will happen. It ought to happen. But this is why the Bible says to live your life beyond reproach. Because if you start getting all sketchy on the edges, this kind of stuff starts happening to you all the time. And Fani Willis is living on the sketch.
You tell me, because there's a very good chance that this trial is going to be broadcast. Unlike the federal trials, I expect there will be cameras inside this courtroom. And if Fani Willis is the one trying this case, pulling any of that nonsense, Michael, she may win over a Georgia jury, an Atlanta jury. She very well may do it. But she is not going to win over the nation, to the point earlier about whether these 4 prosecutions actually play a role in turning those critical independents against Trump. They're going to see what they're dealing with here.
This is something I've always said too, is you can't get around the American people. The American people are smart. The American people will watch this thing broadcast and go, you can fool all of these Democrat lawyers and Democrat judges, but you can't fool the average person that watches this, Georgians, even people in Fulton County, and they just go, this does not smell right. People are smart. You're smart. And especially thank you for watching. You guys make me feel smart. I'm Doug in Exile.